think there was an opportunity, huge opportunity, missed right here by one Angel Reese. Simple. Could have squashed a lot.
Let's unpack what just exploded here, because this situation runs far deeper than most people are prepared to admit. Angel Reese was handed what looked like the perfect, once-in-a-lifetime chance to finally shut the door on the tension and speculation surrounding Caitlin Clark. I'm talking about a single window in time that could have rewritten the entire storyline of their connection. Team USA dropped an interview where Angel reflected on the elite talent she trained alongside at camp. And she wasn't vague about it either. She intentionally singled out specific players, spotlighting exactly what made each of them special. She spoke about Aaliyah Boston and how dominant her fundamentals were. She mentioned Chelsea Gray and broke down the lessons she took from her game. But here's where the atmosphere shifts. When the conversation reached Caitlin Clark, arguably the most dangerous point guard in the sport, there was nothing. No mention, no acknowledgement, just empty space. And fans across the basketball world are starting to connect the dots. This wasn't forgetfulness. This wasn't accidental. It was precise, deliberate, and carefully chosen. And the wildest part? That single omission didn't calm the noise, it detonated it, dragging a buried controversy back into the spotlight when everyone thought it was finally
opportunity. Of course, a lot of us believes Angel Reese doesn't care for Caitlin Clark too much. We've heard a lot of things. I did a video. We found out a while back that Angel Reese really didn't care for Caitlin Clark because anytime anybody brought up, the success of the league, Caitlin was always brought up, even if Angel was brought up. And that grinded her.
Now, let's slow this down and examine what actually unfolded, because every small detail carries weight here. Team USA Basketball released an interview spotlighting Angel Reese, where she walked through her full experience inside the training camp. She spoke at length about how surreal it felt to be surrounded by the very best talent in women's basketball. She emphasized how much she absorbed just by sharing the floor with elite competitors. There was gratitude in her voice, and understanding that opportunities like this don't come around for everyone, and that wearing Team USA colors is a privilege few ever touch. And then the tones subtly shifted. She began calling out players one by one, deliberately naming names. She stopped to praise Aaliyah Boston, zeroing in on how dominant and polished her post work was. She made a point to acknowledge Chelsea Gray, breaking down her jaw-dropping passes and elite court vision. The compliments were detailed, intentional, and thoughtful, a clear sign she knew exactly what she was saying and why. But this is where the silence became impossible to ignore. One name never came up. One presence was erased from the conversation entirely: Caitlin Clark. And that absence, that single missing name, is what ignited the entire storm we're watching unfold right now.
Angel Reese has come out and spoke about her time playing for USA Basketball. And she literally decides to name specific players in this video that was released by USA Basketball. She had an opportunity right here to just say, really enjoyed Caitlin Clark. I enjoyed catching passes.
Now, sure, there are people rushing in to soften this, trying to explain it away. They'll say, maybe Angel just blanked, or maybe Caitlin wasn't around her enough at camp to come to mind. On the surface, that sounds reasonable. But that entire defense collapses the moment you look at the receipts. Because this wasn't speculation, it was documented. There is actual footage of them sharing the floor. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly throughout the camp. We saw it with our own eyes. Caitlin was right there, orchestrating the offense, controlling tempo, directing traffic like the elite floor general she's built her reputation on. The same Caitlin firing off those trademark passes, slicing defenses apart. So the idea that she simply slipped Angel's mind? That doesn't just feel unlikely, it feels impossible
to do that. In fact, she praised Aaliyah Boston. But she passed on the opportunity to say anything positive about Caitlin Clark. She could have squashed all kinds of things right here. It's a perfect opportunity. Did she do it? No. And you will never convince me.
Let's strip this down to the truth, because this part actually matters more than anything else. Angel was standing at the crossroads of what could have been a clean reset, a rare, perfect moment to wipe away the drama, the rumors, and the constant tension tied to her name and Caitlin Clark's. It would have taken one sentence. One calm, neutral line. Something as effortless as, playing alongside Caitlin, Paige, Chelsea, and Aaliyah was special. I learned a lot from all of them, and I'm thankful for the experience. That's it. Curtain closed. Story over. Noise gone. But that's not what happened. Instead, Angel made a different choice. She carefully highlighted other players by name, offering them thoughtful praise and detailed recognition, while Caitlin was left completely outside the frame. And when that kind of silence happens on a stage this public, people don't miss it. They lean in. They start asking uncomfortable questions. Why her name? Why the exclusion? What's still unresolved between them? And here's the uncomfortable truth. This isn't unfamiliar territory for Angel. We've seen this pattern before. This wasn't the first time she's walked past a clear exit ramp from controversy. Think back to last season, when the situation involving Indiana Fever fans exploded into national headlines. Allegations spread fast. Claims of racist noises dominated coverage. The story snowballed into a full-scale investigation, with media outlets dissecting every angle and the basketball world splitting into camps. But when officials actually dug into it, when the evidence was reviewed, nothing was found. No chance. No targeting. No wrongdoing. The sound in question turned out to be a standard arena effect, the same audio cue used across the league during games. Not hatred. Not hostility. Just routine production noise. Yet, during that entire firestorm, while narratives hardened and sides were chosen, Angel had multiple chances to slow everything down. She spoke to reporters the very next day. One honest clarification could have ended it. She could have said she didn't personally hear anything racist. She didn't. Instead, she allowed the momentum to carry forward, expressing comfort with an investigation that, in reality, had nothing to uncover. And that history is exactly why this latest silence feels louder than ever.
We know, and we've talked about this before, Caitlin Clark played in 13 games. In those 13 games that were literally like what? 3 or 4 kind of incidents and 2 major incidents, including the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark kerfluffle. Well, I hadn't used that word in a while. In which, of course, the major story coming out of that was Indiana Fever fans called Angel Reese racist something, which launched a massive investigation. Should be noted, Indiana Fever did not defend its fans there. They didn't. And then guess what? We found out they found absolutely no evidence of Indiana Fever.
The Team USA interview is just the newest chapter in a familiar story. Angel had the perfect chance to give Caitlin credit, to say something respectful, professional, even complimentary about what she learned from training alongside her.